What's up, y'all? It's your girl Malika checking in with another episode of From the Block Podcast. And as you can see right here, we definitely have a full house. Okay, so I hope y'all love the intro, right? Because I think it's pretty dope. So, Drake was recently in Atlanta and gave a major shout out to the city for its innovation, hospitality, and creativity. While he was speaking, it made me think about how Atlanta is a breeding ground for creativity and dream chasers. A major component of this show is celebrating community, and I love providing a platform to underrated creatives who are going against the grain and pursuing their dreams. Please give it up for Hamza, Forgian Mari, and Tay Fizzle.
Oh, really?
Did I fuck up your name? I'm so sorry.
Nah, you all right with
Tay
that.
Fi.
All right
Tay
with that.
Fi. Please give it up for Hamza, Forgian Mari, and Tay Fi. Woo! Okay.
Already.
Yeah. So as
funny.
creatives, we often hear the term late nights and early mornings. Do you think that phrase is underrated or overrated?
I think it's a little overrated. I think it's honestly getting your best sleep is always gonna make you the most creative. It's always gonna make you the most present. It's gonna make you the healthiest. It's gonna make you more in love with the process. So like, I'm late nights, late mornings personally. Like just whatever works best for me is what I do. You know, but I love to get my 8 hours. Unless if I can't, that's what it is. But
Yeah.
if I can, I will.
Them facts, but I gotta go underrated, cause I mean I feel like I have my best sessions like late at night. I'll probably get in the booth at like 10 and be in it until like 2, 3. Like back then though, when I first started making music, I used to be in there until like 6, 7 in the morning. I'll be falling asleep while my partner's still recording. Like we used to really be grinding. Like we might be in there till 4 o'clock in the morning on a school night. So then we'll end up waking up late for school because we was in the booth all night.
Ain't working.
But it was a sacrifice, and it working out for us so far.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like it's underrated. Like that's if you really are creative, I feel like you can't just choose when you sleep because sometimes your creative like mind wake up when you not.
Yeah.
You don't want to be woke. Like it might be 1 o'clock in the morning and song could pop up in my head. I'd be like, I know I can make a good song about this, or so I got to go set up my equipment, record, and I just go to sleep when I go to sleep.
Yeah, no, I can vouch for that. Same for me also too, cause I'm kind of in the middle with both answers, cause I look at it like, hey, you sleep when you sleep, and I'm a person I don't even sleep a lot. Like I could try to be like, man, I want to sleep all day. It just won't vouch. Like I don't know, it just won't go for me. So, man, if I get 4 hours of sleep, hey, that's what it might be. And then whenever I crash, you're gonna have that crash moment where it's like, all right, I need to get some rest. But other than that, I don't even sleep a lot. So, I go to sleep late, turn around, wake up 8, 9 o'clock, and still be trying to get to it as soon as I wake up, wherever I left off at. So,
Well, lack of sleep has a really negative effect on your mental health. Not to be that person.
not for sure.
Yeah, but it'd be hard for me to sleep too. So I'll go to sleep like probably I could lay down early, but I can't go to sleep early. If I go to sleep before like 11:30, I'm gonna wake up at like 2 o'clock in the
You
morning
feel
and
me?
be up till like 6 in the morning. So I have to go to sleep late for me to sleep
But
long.
do
I
you
don't know why.
think things would be kind of like a lot different in your, like life path journey, creative journey if you just had like a set sleep schedule? Because like imagine right, you get a good night's sleep, you wake up early in the morning, you have a clear mind, right? You're not drowsy, you're not like you're full of energy because you had that good night's sleep. So I feel like
for
clear
sure.
mind, you can create. More.
I wake up early every morning, regardless. So I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of difficult. But I understand what you're saying. But it's just like, man, I wake up early and I be like, what is it? Where we at? What we doing every morning? I don't know. I just can't look at that part of it and be like, oh yeah, man, I need some man. Man, I know what I got to do. Business got to get handled. So if I got a design that come in my head, and I literally do this every day. If I got a design that come up in my head, I be like, I know I got 4, 5 more shirts I got to make. Hey man, let me go ahead and grind this out. 4 o'clock in the morning, I go to sleep. I got to be up at 7 o'clock. I got to go to work. You feel what I'm saying? But I get it in. And then even then, while I'm at work, I feel good because I know I'm doing something productive. I look like it. I don't know. I just look at it like that. Like, as long as I'm doing something productive, everything is gonna lay out how it needs to be for sure. So that's just how I look at it when it comes to the whole sleeping pattern. You know what I'm saying? But the lack of sleep is definitely a huge thing because you'll have your moments you crash.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
go
I'm
like
saying?
a week.
So
Like once I go like so long, again like 3-4 hours of sleep a night. Then after like a couple weeks or something, my body be OD tired. So then that's when I start sleeping a lot for like 2-3 days and really resting, being in the house instead of being outside. But other than that, I be on the move. I'm always like driving somewhere, going to do something, showing my face, trying to network, promote. So it be taking a toll. I'll go to a party even if I don't want to, because I know it's a good networking opportunity. And then like I'll crash. Like I was just outside for like 3 months straight promoting my album that's on the way. And so
it's gonna
for
pay
like
off.
the last month, I've been in the house because I've been tired from being outside for like 3 months straight.
yeah, most definitely.
So yeah, I feel like you do need that sleep because you're gonna eventually crash, but it would come with it. That's why I say Atlanta got the biggest hustlers because that's what come with it.
Yeah.
Like you'll sleep 3 hours and be okay with that because you know in the end you're gonna win if you outworking everybody who's sleeping these 8 hours and only working a certain time of day.
On their
Us,
craft.
yeah,
So-
us, we working whenever.
I feel that.
But I still feel like you can have a set schedule and still accomplish the things that you want to
Yeah,
accomplish.
you could accomplish them, but like with
Because
your
what's the difference between you working at 3 a.m. versus you getting up working at like 8 a.m.?
because like I mean it's not even it don't even have nothing to do with the schedule for it. It just whenever my mom like ready to make some music or I feel like I can make some good music, I gotta go ahead and make it then because that's when I'm gonna make my best music. So it could be 2:00 in the morning. I could wake up out of my sleep and be like, I might as well record. It could be 3:00 in the morning or it could be in the afternoon. So that's the only reason I don't have no set schedule because I never know when I'm want to make some music. But I'm probably like that because I got my own equipment though. So I could just set up and record for 30 minutes, do half of the song, stop when I want to, and come back and finish it whenever because I do everything myself. So that's probably just me.
Dope. So sacrifice is something people don't talk about enough on the journey to following your dreams. So what are some major sacrifices y'all have made on this pursuit of following your dreams?
Oh man, everything. Everything.
You definitely got a story.
Yeah, well no, like I mean like I went to college for a specific thing, you know, chemical engineering. That's like what I always thought I was gonna do. Like just grew up thinking I was gonna be like in the work industry, you know. It hit me late, like towards the end of it, I was like, I don't really like this. Like I don't wake up excited to do it. I'm not passionate about it. You never hear me ranting about it to my friends, like, oh, yo, guess what happened at work? Like, I didn't give a shit about that, you know?
Yeah, really.
And like, it just kind of hit me like, I've always been a fan of of hearing music. You know, I've always been a big fan. And I was like, all right, well, do I want to be a fan? Do I want to be in the stands? Or do I want to be in the game? Like, I can be in the game if I put myself in the game, you know, if I just develop the skills for it. That journey in my life took so much sacrifice because could have had like a 6-figure job living cozy, you know? And I was like, no, let me be like a Lyft driver and like have more time for music. So money immediately, like so different than what I expected it to be. Time, social life, because, you know, time is money, like I said earlier. So cut out a lot of the going out because, you know, you go out, you spend money, got to spend more time working, less time in the studio. Some friends, man, you know, like once I started doing that, I became a different version of myself. Like I lost a lot of friends, you know, shit broke my heart. Like, but it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to not evolve because like someone just sees me a certain way and wants me to stay that way, you know?
And also too, leaving the security of your hometown, moving all the way across
Oh,
country.
yeah, but I like that shit. Like I like, you know, like I like moving new places. I like going to new cities, getting new culture, meeting new people, new experiences. Like I think that just helps me grow, you know. But like all those sacrifices were good for me. They were just uncomfortable at times. They was just not easy. There was a lot of doubt, you know, second guessing. But in my heart, in my mind, I know what I want to do. So I do that shit.
Them fast.
Yeah.
Real talk.
But yeah, you gotta sacrifice. Like he said, like sometimes I only go out if it's like something to have to do with my music. I don't like to just be going out for nothing. So I go to clubs, parties. Like I don't like clubs. I hate clubs. I don't like hearing all that loud music. Like I like music, but I don't like it too loud. Like so, especially at night like that. So, the only reason I be going to clubs because I know it always like I'm gonna get my song spent or perform or at least like record videos to post, like just to have content to show people that like I'm outside and I'm lit, so they can see what I do in my other time. But yeah, I had to sacrifice like. So I gotta save money and spend money on my music career or equipment. Like instead of me buying a car or something, I might like use the money to invest in my career.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are probably like, why would you do that? Like you should get you a car, a house, and all that. But at the end of the day, my career could set me up for the rest of my life and set my kids up, they kids. So like I could retire a lot of people. So I feel like that's a good investment. I could sacrifice that, and I'm just gonna have to find my way around it. And then once all this pay off, then everybody gonna see like, okay, what he did made sense. But everybody ain't gotta take that route though. That's just what I did, so that's what I sacrificed. But it's a whole bunch of stuff I sacrifice every day. But yeah,
quick question. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
When you go out to the clubs to like network and stuff, do you be like getting lit? Like, do you be drinking a lot, or you like kind of have a couple here?
It depends. Sure. Like most time I go out, I'm with like my brothers and stuff. So yeah, I get drunk with them because I know I can. I'm gonna be straight. They with me, and like it depends on the vibe too, though. Like if I'm around and I feel like a genuine vibe, then I'll get a little more drunk, or I drink a little more. If I'm around people, I don't know too many people, or I just feel like it ain't the right occasion, I might not drink at all. Cause I really don't even have to drink. I don't even smoke. I like being sober. I like to be in my right state of mind. Because I'm always like checking and being on my P's and Q's, making sure ain't nothing going. So I'm like.
That's crazy timing. That is insane.
Amen to that. So sacrifices. What sacrifice have you
Man, every day we sacrifice. Every day we walk out the motherfucking grill. You feel me? That's just what it is. Just life in general. Every day you gotta sacrifice time. Like we was talking about mental health before we even got, started with everything. You feel me? Like everything we sacrifice, all that, just with getting where we want to get. So me personally, like I just look at it like life in general. We sacrifice something. We just wake up every day because it's something new that we all want to create, something new that we want to do, something, anything. You feel me? Just to cross that next path. You feel me? To that next route. So just in general, man, we sacrificing everything. Ain't just a specific thing, this and that. Nah, man. From my eyes of it, we sacrificing everything. That's why I say when I be looking at certain motherfuckers that really ain't. You scared, and I mean that, and I stand on that. Like it's just because it's like, man, you gotta want to get there. You ain't change is gonna get passed down to you. Some people get it like that. Some people get it. Some people get it like that. It's cool. But other than that, man, if you really want some shit, get out here, go get it. Ain't nothing. I don't know it, and I'm big on taking steps. As long as you taking steps, my nigga, that's all that matters. It don't matter that we ain't gonna all get it all at one lump sum. It's cool. Shit, as long as we took one step, shit, I'm better than I was yesterday.
No
so
facts.
That's just how I look at it. As far as in the sacrifice part, man, sacrifice everything if you have to. Like I was telling y'all before, however this shit go down, I'm willing for it to go. That for my point to get across at the end of the day. So that's just what it is, and it's gonna lay itself out. You feel me? So that's where I'm at with it for sure.
Them facts real. Sacrifice every day, take risks.
That's
the only way you gonna win, unless it was given to you. But I feel like when it's given to you, you don't appreciate it as much. So
much on me.
Like you got it the hard way, and you took a long journey. The success gonna mean 1,000 more, like 1,000% more than what it was.
You can protect it a lot
you
more.
Make sure you don't give it away. You don't just fumble it. Like a lot of people get the bag early.
Early,
and
you took it out.
They
my
fumble it
mouth.
because it was given to them. They don't know what it is like to have that. Like if somebody just hand you $1 million, you don't know how much money that is because you ain't grind from $0 up to the million. It will just hand it to you, so you don't really know how much money that is. So I feel like when you grind and hustle, like you're gonna sacrifice and risk a lot, but it's gonna mean more in the end.
Exactly.
You just gotta stay down.
Yeah. So Benjamin Franklin, he said he had once said that some people die at age 25 but aren't buried until they are 75. So has there ever been a moment where you felt like quitting and returning back to that place of security?
Yeah, frequently.
Yeah.
I think about it.
Oh wow.
Like, you have a million thoughts a day, you know? Like, it's about not really listening to them or like thinking like it's just a thought. Like, it comes and goes. Like, it's not me.
Mhm.
Like, it's just my head. Like, I'm the one listening to them. I get to choose which thoughts to give energy to, which ones to listen to, and which ones to just ignore. But yeah, sometimes when like I'm on like the 80th take of this verse and it's like it's not hitting the way I want to, I'm like, fuck this, man. I should just get like a desk job or some shit. Like, you know? But like, whatever. Like, I know it's bullshit. I don't listen to it. But yeah, like that's second guessing, at least for me, it happens a lot. But not actual second guessing, you know?
Yeah,
Just
it
like,
just be
just like bullshit.
Like, man, maybe I need to take a break. It don't be like, oh, I need to quit and get this up.
Shit, maybe I need to
like,
eat.
yeah, like I literally was just recording like the day before yesterday with one of my friends, and like I made half a song, and we ain't made no other song, and we was in there for like 3 hours, and I record quick. I usually can make like 2-3 songs in an hour. So
Impressive.
like I'm like, I mean, then she in there like, I don't think like this for me. I need to stop making music. I'm like,
She
man.
told you that yesterday?
Not like she didn't say that about me. She was saying about herself.
Oh,
Cause she made music too.
Oh.
But I'm like, that just would come with it. But she
Yeah.
just started taking music serious though, so I just be having to tell like that would come with it. It's a lot of sessions I done had where I done made a song where I wouldn't even let nobody hear it because I don't like it, or I couldn't make nothing at all. But man, I take a break. I go take me like a 2-3 week break, just go outside and catch some air and get some new vibes, talk to some new people, meet new people, and then come back. And when I record, I be having different melodies, different flows, different lyrics that I would never have thought of because I got into a new space. So you really just got to step outside and like do something that you wouldn't usually do. Like if you usually go outside to a certain type of event, you might got to go outside and go to something else that you wouldn't go to. Like,
Yeah.
go get into a club if you usually don't go to clubs, or just for one night to at least like see what the vibe like, so you can come back and have something new to talk about. You can't keep talking about the same stuff every day.
Real life.
That's real talk. Yeah.
Yeah, it's important to get outside and just do whatever. It could be anything. Just get out your comfort zone. Let that fuel you.
So when those, what's your, how do y'all detach yourself from the end goal? And by end goal, it's like when I finally get this, that's when my happiness will take place. Or when I finally get this, I will relax. So how do y'all detach yourselves from that and just focus on being present?
I got a bad problem with that. Like, a lot of people be telling me like, bro, you doing good. Like as far as the music, like a lot of people like my music, but I know it's nowhere where I want to be. Like I always want to get better and stuff. So I always be like, okay, yeah, this project good. Like when I drop a project, I used to drop like 5 projects a year because as soon as I drop one, I'm ready to put out something even better instead of letting it sit. So it'd be a problem. Like I feel like I just put out too much music and all that because I was so worried about getting better and letting them hear the new music. Like I make a song and I'm quick to go post a snippet on my story as soon as I make it. Like I can make 3 songs and post 3 snippets in one day instead of holding it. But it's just because I be wanting them to see how I improve, because I'm like trying to show everybody that I can got better from like my last project, my last song. So I always be focused on like, I know I could be as big as anyone. I'm talented. I could like, my lyrics really good and I could rap and sing. So I feel like it ain't no like ceiling basically. And I'm always focused on, oh, I can't wait until this. I can't wait until that. I can't wait until this. But I think it's mainly because like my life and my music align like too much. Like my life go how my music go. I talk about my life and my music. So say if my like if I'm going through a lot, I'm gonna make like 100 sad songs in like 3 months. I might make a couple turnt songs, but most of the songs gonna be about what's going on. So I mean, I just be too focused on the future basically. Like I never worry about right now and me being better than what I was a year ago or 2 years ago. Even though when I started out, I used to record with just the Apple earphones on the laptop.
Yeah.
I ain't even had no microphone. Then I went to a gaming headset with the microphone on it because it sounded better. Then I finally got my first mic, and I'm still like, man, I need to get a better mic. Soon I went and bought another mic. Man, I need to get a better mic. I'm always trying to upgrade, and it just be like, I don't know. It be causing depression on the low.
No, I bet. That's why I like to ask creatives this question. So what do you think that you can do to remain present and detach yourself from the end goal? Like what steps do you think you need to take?
I feel like you need people around you like to help you like stay
People that offer
grounded.
reassurance to you.
Yeah. Like they just let you know like, bro, you doing good. Like, and then like I feel like when I help other artists, that kind of helped me. Like when I see I'm further ahead than them, cause they just starting out. And I remember when I was where they was at, and I helped them, that made me feel a little better. I'm like, okay, I remember I was there, and I done came this far. They looking up to me, asking me for help. So that means I got to be doing something good. And then it'd be people who I'd be like, oh, these folks really like talented, and they still be asking me for tips on music. So I'd be like, okay, I must be doing good. So that, I guess that the only thing that really could help me, having certain people around you, like who look up to you and they trying to get to where you at. So it make you feel like, okay, maybe I'm not doing bad.
Yeah.
What about y'all?
No, that's fine. I mean, I pick off where you left off with, just like, keeping the right circle around you to let you know you're doing something right. It ain't even about just like, oh yeah, being a yes man and just telling me straight up like, oh yeah, you doing great. Nah.
Yeah.
But lace me up. You feel me? Like let me know what's going on at the same time. Keep me grounded with it. Let me know if I'm off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So my people, they gonna let me know like, hey, look, hey, you gotta tighten up on this. Or, hey man, you could have came better with this, and I utilized that. You feel me? You gotta be able to take criticism, and just when it comes to far as in like the detached, far as in that end goal, I just look at it like, once again, man, just going. Like we ain't even worried about that because we don't know how far it can end. We don't know how far it can end. So the end goal ain't even the end to me. How some people may look at it like, oh yeah, this after you do this where it ends at for you. You feel me? Like, that ain't for me. So, far as just grind that out, run. There ain't no telling where you gonna land. So that's just where I look at it and how I go about staying away from like, okay, once I do this what it is. Or once I do this what it is. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I did that before. I remember I always told myself, I say, bro, if I ain't blow up by the time I'm 16, I'm done rapping. 16, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, Shawty.
Nah,
hey, look, man, I'm 26 now, boy. That's come on, man. So it's just like, that was my first slap in the face. Like, yeah, you still going. And it's like, I love it though. And it's like, I always told myself from that, I never do that again. I never put a limit on myself or my goal or whatever I got to do. Never put no limit on yourself. So that's why I stick at it with, as far as in maneuvering on that aspect of it. So
yeah, that's smart.
Facts for real though.
No, for sure.
For me, so detachment is like one of the most important and most difficult aspects of like growing, that is. So for me, trying to figure that out, it's honestly replacing focusing on the end results with gratitude. Like, oh, maybe maybe just a few people told me my song was cool. All right, word, a few people like my song. Hell yeah. Like, word, people liked it. Instead of being like, oh man, I want that to be like a million. Like, nah, whoever heard it liked it. Word. That just helps you be like, here. It's like, like on my way here, like I was just in the car and I was like, yo, thank God I got both my parents are alive. That's fucking awesome.
That's real.
I have all my limbs. I have all my senses. I'm healthy.
Yeah.
Like I do what I love. What also helps with that is like meditation. Just whatever helps you. Just like if it's in nature or if it's just sitting down and breathing. Like just just take some time to like try not to think. Just get out your head. That one's big. That one changes everything. That's like foundational for me. You know, if I like meditate twice that day, my day is immediately so much better than like the days like I wake up and check my phone. Oh my God, that shit sucks. Waking up and checking your phone right away, that's terrible for me. Like that can just easily just like make my day harder than it needs to be. But yeah, gratitude's a big one, meditation, and just not comparing yourself to anybody. You don't need external validation. You don't need to compare yourself to anybody. Just compare yourself to who you were yesterday.
Yeah.
And you could be hard on yourself with that. Oh, I'm not doing better than I was yesterday. Word. Then fucking do better. You know? But like, you don't need to look to somebody else. Be like, well, shit, well, Drake has got some. Like, yeah, of course Drake has like blah, blah, blah. Or like, oh, like this independent artist got like this many. Nah, just compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Enjoy the journey. Because like, it's beautiful. If you really just like sit down and you're like, man, I'm really doing something I love. Like every single day is a blessing. It's so much easier. Get out
that's
your
the
own
gift
head.
right there, especially finding out like what you genuinely love. That's a huge blessing.
Especially at a young age.
Yeah. Some people be 40 and they like
They
don't know.
what they wanna do.
You know,
Still don't
and it's
know.
written on their face.
They just out here working.
Yeah.
Just for the money. But yeah, when you find out that you know your purpose, especially when you're good at it.
Yeah.
Like you find out you want to do music and you good at it. Like that's the best thing. Like you can't wish for nothing better, even if it ain't going the way you planned it. Like, and I feel like none ain't gonna go the way you planned it though. Like you don't get to plan how your life go.
Can't.
If that's the case, everybody will be successful. But
True.
you just gotta keep it going and find out where you're gonna end up at. But see me, I'm too dedicated and motivated. I'm not gonna be anywhere short of where I want to be. I be working extra hard.
We definitely not letting up.
Yeah, no, you definitely want to have like a direction of where you want to go to.
Yeah.
Like for
No, that's why I say like goals are really important. Like everybody should have goals, but it's just you need to detach yourself from that end goal.
Yeah.
That once I achieve this is when my life will begin. Yeah, no.
Yeah. You want to intend your goal. Like this is what I want, but it doesn't need to happen at any sort of point. It doesn't even need to necessarily happen. But like this is what I want. This is what I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
Cool. And then just let that be.
Let it be.
And then just be in the moment.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be easier though if you set like smaller goals within the big goal.
Oh,
so
for sure.
then you'll feel like you're still achieving something, even if you never reach the big goal. Like say you want to be a multi-platinum artist, if you never reach that, but you still going gold, like that's still a great accomplishment. A lot of people don't do that. Like people, I feel like social media feel like on social media you see artists going platinum so much, but you got to think it's a billion artists out here, and only like 5,000 may go platinum.
Yeah.
Like it seems like a lot, but it's really not. It's a lot of artists who don't even got one stream on their music. So yeah, I feel like if you got 100,000 streams, 200,000, you still doing good.
But utilize it.
Yeah.
Well, utilize whatever in front of you. If you could do that 10 times, come on now.
Yeah, you did it once. You can keep doing it.
Steps.
Yeah.
Small
And then
numbers
it's gonna
add
get
up.
easier. Like it
Small
took me.
numbers add up.
It took me like I say I dropped my first project on all streaming platforms like 2017. I didn't reach 100,000 streams until like I think like earlier this year. But
Congrats though, that's fire.
appreciate
yeah.
it.
Tough.
But now like the music like it's easier now, and I learned the game. Like back then I was just putting out music, and it really just did that off of me just knowing a lot of people and me being consistent and outworking everybody, even if I wasn't the best artist back then. So I just kept working to get better, being consistent, kept dropping. And now I know I could drop one project and it could possibly do the number that my whole catalog done did over the past 8 years. Because now I know how to promote, market my music better and everything. So I feel like it's going to get, like, it might take you 10 years to do something once. But once you learn how to do it, it's not going to take you another 10 years to do it again.
Oh yeah.
It might only take
Oh
you
yeah, facts.
a couple months. So, okay. So like after, I know I reached 100,000. Now I'm trying to reach, like, and that just on Apple Music. So now I'm trying to reach 500,000 on just Apple Music, and I know I could do that within probably like a couple years. Like I don't need another 8 years of making music because I know like what I want to do and I know how to do it now. I know a lot of people, so it's gonna be way easier. And now I don't gotta prove to people that I'm a good artist. Like back then I had to prove to everybody like, okay, I could make music. I could I'm really a good artist. I'm consistent. I'm not a make a good song, then the rest of my music not good. Now they know, we know when he drop, most of the time it's gonna be something we could listen to. Like it might not be the best song, but it's something we could at least listen to. So now it's easier for me. I could put out a song and get 100 streams easily. I used to wish I could get 100 streams. So now it's just easier. I ain't gotta wait, and it's not a long process no more to me to reach a certain goal. So that's why I feel like you need to set like little short goals. Like, okay, now my next goal 500,000, and even if I don't reach that, when I reach 200, I'm gonna be like, I just reached twice as much as I did in 8 years
big,
in 1 year.
Yeah.
So I feel like that'll help you like not be so worried on a big goal, because I'm not even thinking about 1 million, because I'm focused on getting to the 500,000, and that's
smart.
more achievable and quicker. So I feel like that's one reason why I don't get too depressed when I'm looking at the end goal, but every now and then it still pop up in my head because I know
We all
I got
human,
a big
brother.
family.
Oh,
We all human,
yeah,
brother.
yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
good. It's
Yeah.
gonna hit you.
Yeah.
You
Every
human.
day it's a battle to like not, care about that,
We all human. You hit me too.
Right,
You ain't
for
the only one. We ain't Superman either.
Man,
But we gotta fight like it. You hear me?
Yo, that's a bar, bro.
And I feel like the
Superman,
biggest
we gotta
thing-
fight like it. That's a
Real
bar.
That's a
dog.
bar. Yeah, I
Real
love this.
talk.
And I feel
Real
like the
talk.
biggest thing that y'all are doing, which a lot of people kind of don't really concentrate on, is building that community. Like, yeah, building a fan base is cool, but actually building that community to where, your supporters can say, I remember when they had dropped this back then. Or I remember when they had released this, and now look at them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know we see people, and it's like, damn, I could have sworn I just saw them appear on social media, and now they're already at the top,
Yeah.
but they don't have that, like, community. So it's like, which you obtain fast, you also lose fast as well.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to maintain when everything is just like
Yeah.
straight up in your face.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, shout out to y'all. And also another thing too, I saw on social media where like, you post something, right? And maybe it gets like 80 likes or 100 likes, and you're just like, damn, like I thought it would get more. But imagine you in a public setting and 80 people come up to you and they're like, I like your work. You,
Yeah.
you
Come on,
like you
man.
gonna feel really
That's
good.
a lot of
Come on,
people
man.
per
Feel like
person,
you
you know what I
famous.
mean?
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
I
don't
preach
fact.
that
For
to
real, for
everybody around me. I preach that all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I got a lot of people that be like, oh, man, bump that. We ain't worried about that. Like, it is what it is, because I look at it like this, man. I travel a lot. I go a lot of places. When I step out here in the real world, man, these folk fuck with me. You ain't got to know me. You ain't got to know what I own. I ain't got to do all that talking. I ain't got to do too much extra, but just out the genuine respect. I respect myself, so you're going to respect me.
Period.
So, and the same on your end. I give respect. You feel me? To receive it. So it's just like, when I get out here in the real world, I travel all the goddamn across around the world and shit. People, I leave everywhere I go. I just make sure it's my thing. I leave somewhere with meeting someone and connecting with them, and that's just how my mentality is. Cause I always travel. So anywhere I travel, no matter where I gotta be, I'm connecting with the people. Because in the real world, that's what really matters. I don't care about no phone.
Yeah.
Can I really make sales? That's where it really comes. That's what's gonna matter. So on my phone, you liking my post. I mean, it's cool. It's fine. Okay, congratulations to me. Yay. But then again, guess what? It's somebody else, another artist, and I posted another post. They fire too. Something else gonna get posted. Another clothing brand gonna get posted. Something else. It's on to the next day. So that's why I say it's all about wanting to see that gratitude and going. Just push forward, because you don't know where it's gonna land. So
That's
just
why, like,
just stay
you can get like
up, stand down, stay up.
500 likes on a post, but when it's time for you to pop out and go perform somewhere, only 10 people showing up. Like, so that other 490 don't even really matter. Like, that's just for social media.
For real? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
What you was about to say?
Yeah, I hope that today, like as like independent artists and shit, we can start putting more value in getting people at shows and much less value on social media, because people forget what it's like in real life sometimes when you just be on your phone on TikTok, on Instagram and shit, and like I think that's why today music comes and goes so much faster. Like a #1 song on the Billboard, that shit used to stay up for like 20 weeks, like when we were kids, you know?
Real talk.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey was all over that, right?
Yep.
Now it's like #1 song is different almost every single week. It's because our attention spans are just so short, and we're putting so much onus and emphasis on social media. We forget that, like, yo, when you go out in person and you put on a good ass show, you touch people's hearts, you know? They never forget it. They go home and they rant to their friends about it. Like, I will never forget when I saw J. Cole on the Forest Hills Drive show tour. That shit was gas. Yo, I'll never forget it. Like, that's And that's what he used to do. Like when he was popping out, he was like, I'm just focused on like connecting with my audience at the shows. I don't even really need a big hit to blow up like that. He did eventually have Workout, which helped, but like he's built his fan base organically because people like saw him in person. Were like, he gave me the chills. Like, he's moving me. He's making me think. Like, I want us to like start focusing on that much more and bring that shit back because that's where the music lives, man.
Yeah.
For real. Like,
I feel like a lot of people don't go out and do that because they probably lack confidence or something. Like, it's easier
what's hard
to have an image on social
hard to
media
do that shit.
than in real life. Like,
You hit that on the head.
on
You hit that
social
the
media,
head.
there's a lot of rappers who probably big, famous, and people feel like they something that they really not. Like,
No, we had talked about that too a couple weeks ago. Like dealing with rappers, it's not they have no personality. It's really hard talking
yeah,
to
it's
them.
all fake on social media. You got to
Yeah.
really get to know people in real life. So
Yeah.
I don't be focused on like I be on social media and I do talk to a lot of people on there, but I talk to them so they can get to know me, like not to know my image. Like
Yeah.
I post pictures and stuff, but I still post myself like on the block or outside with my partners. Like I'm not finna act like I'm just up and rich. Like yes, you gonna see me wear the same fit twice. Like
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
real
finna-
life,
I
real
ain't finna
life.
be acting like I'm rich. Like
Man,
I like-
it's all
that's
about
what I like.
presentation.
Yeah.
Presentation,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
main
Yeah.
thing, man.
that's real. That's real.
Your presentation.
And
as long as
people-
your
I love that.
presentation.
And when they see me out in person, guess what they do? Making a video with me, recording me, tagging
Yeah.
me. Cause they like, man, this nigga a real nigga. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
real
act,
talk.
they think, oh, he got a lot of followers. He probably bougie. He ain't gonna respond. A lot of people tell me that. I be like, man, they be like, I ain't know you act like this in person. I ain't know you were this cool. Like, bruh, them followers don't mean nothing. Like,
That's the best way to be.
I'm
dog.
trying to get this money and
Like
not stuff me followers.
I hate when folks on social media will be like, let's normalize this. Like I seen someone say, let's
hate
normalize
that
wearing
word.
the same clothes again. Like, what do you mean? Like people
Yeah,
do
that is normal. Like,
Oh yeah.
But see,
yeah.
with that type of mentality, they done dove in too deep already. I the gate they had done dove in too deep. I'm just be real, just because like, man, it ain't social media. It's not that. It's not real life. And I live real life
social
every
media
single day.
is just highlights of people's life.
That's
Like,
it.
they only gonna post the good stuff. Nobody ain't finna go on social media and be like, I had to ask my mama for $200 to pay my rent. Like,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm saying some people
Yeah.
get tripping.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you gotta balance it. You gotta balance it, but at the same time,
Yeah.
like you gotta know, like everybody not finna go on social media and post like, man, I'm down bad. Like I just had to get a ride from somebody.
It's just not
'Cause my
productive
car
to
in the
do
shop.
that. But like,
Like, yeah,
I wish
so
we could, but it
you
just
can't
it don't help
compare
you.
yourself to
Don't
that.
help you. Just
You can't
bring
compare
you-
yourself to somebody who only posting their highlights. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
a mediocre basketball player, you go search up his highlight tape.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he fired.
Bro, you can put my highlight tape on the wall. It'd be sick.
That boy
It'd be
fire.
good.
You go watch him play in the game. He averaging 4 points in 35 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
I can go do that right now. So like, you can't compare yourself to somebody's highlights. Like
Real talk.
they going through stuff the same way you going through. So they might be going through most stuff. Like a lot of people like be dealing with stuff, mental illness or be depressed on social media. Like everybody think, oh, like this nigga good. Like he was just at the club. Whole time he at the club because he trying to drink away his problems.
Oh,
Yeah.
mental
So-
illness thrives on social media.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
man.
It's
So,
like a
yeah.
like a breeding ground for that shit.
It's
they
a
think
community.
everything good.
No facts. I feel like social media, that's like the only place where like everybody happy, no problems exist. But I like
Except
your point.
Twitter.
Yeah, except
Everybody mad on Twitter.
That's true. I like your point too when you was like, but sometimes folks kind of post like they kind of go a little overboard for the. But they be getting paid for that too, so I get it. But
Yeah, but see, he could do that. He making money off of, and he like using the music to do it. You can't be posting like yeah,
oh yeah,
like he could do that because he gonna post it in
Give
a
this
song.
man a mic.
No cap.
Cracking me up.
Yeah, like it like little ants up on his story because he got 100 different. Like, I just
like
swipe past his
they
story.
really having like a whole mental breakdown. And they just posted it.
Nah,
And then-
it's real though. You want to tell crazy because it's real life. Like I see that all the time. Like
that's why like
Yeah, see, that ain't me.
social media like
I'm gonna let folks know I go through stuff, but I'm not finna tell you what I'm going through, or I might not tell you like how I'm going through it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, man, my nigga think, Yeah, I'm gonna go post a song, but I still don't get too detailed. Like, I don't want you to know everything was going on, but you gonna know, like, oh, he done had to share a house, like 20 people living in the house in a
Yeah.
5-bedroom. Like, but I'm not finna go say
Off
like little stuff. Like,
off topic, but shout out to like our parents' generation, because at least like we know that they went through stuff, but it wasn't like as vocal with the stuff that they was going through. But I feel like our generation, a lot of folks. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
them facts though. They need
Yeah.
to hear this though.
Yeah,
No
no,
cap.
I think that they can hear a little bit of what you're saying.
No, there's a lot that our generation does that's taken what our parents have given us and made better for sure. Like we're definitely more open about trauma and we're more open about mental health and stuff. But we also just be like,
Sometimes
social media too
we
much
do
and
kind of
shit.
overshare. Well, I'm not gonna say we, but people.
Yeah.
No, you right. You right.
And it
overshare.
we
leads
can
to
say we can say we.
and sometimes
our
it leads to
generation. We
people
say
thinking-
we. Yeah.
As
We
a
in this
whole,
together.
we
We
can't.
can
One
say
can't
we.
be left out.
Yeah, but
That's how they
sometimes it
go.
lead to people thinking everything okay. Like, just cause they be like, oh, somebody else going through the same thing as me, so this okay. So it's okay for me to feel like this. I know you still need to try to change and
True.
feel
Yeah.
better. Like,
Yeah.
Shit, pick
that's-
them up.
that's like one. That's the only problem I think with everybody's like spreading their mental illness or mental health. Like, you like making other people feel like, oh, it's okay to feel depressed. Like, this is normal, but it's really not normal. You still need to go talk to somebody
Yeah,
or
get help.
find, like, you ain't even got to talk to nobody, because I'm not finna go talk to nobody. You ain't finna tell me how to deal with my problems, because I know how I grew up. I knew where I came from, so nobody can't tell me how to fix my problem like me. But I can go make music and it make me feel better. You got to find something that'll make you like better. Like, you don't got to rely on somebody. Just because somebody got a certificate or a license to tell you, oh, do this and you'll feel better, like to help you get over your depression or something, that don't mean it's going to work for you. Like, for me, I know me making music and getting a good reaction out of it and people like being relatable to my music, like, bruh, I felt when you said that, or like they just sliding up on my story, like, bruh, keep on going. Like, I know how you feeling. Like, that make me feel good. Not me talking to somebody and they telling me, oh, if you do this and this, then like it's not that easy. Like, people outside looking in, they think everything easy. Like, they think you can fix a problem like this. Like, just cause it worked for you or worked for somebody else, don't mean it'll work for me.
That's
So
real.
with everybody posting their mental health, I think they always like looking for validation and thinking, oh, I'm okay, I'm fine like this, because 100 other people on Twitter were just feeling like this too. But all of y'all need to fix that. Like,
Yeah, no, real
No
talk.
facts.
And
There's
Go
a
ahead.
you got it.
no, I was just about to say, like, even in quick though, like, I got this slogan that I just live by, like, no one saves you. You feel me? So, like, even, you know, to pick off where you left off, like nobody save you in this shit. So it's
Yeah.
like, even when it comes to the depression, like, yeah, you can say and blurt out all you want. They gonna look at it hard, cause they got problems they going through.
yeah.
So they don't give a fuck about what you talking about. And that's just blood raw. That's just me being 100% honest. So, you know, I just always had that in my mindset. Like, you know, when it really boils down, when it really can't nobody lay in that casket with you. Can't nobody get in that hearse with you. It ain't none of that. You and that motherfucker by yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
When you go down. So it's like, when it comes to just living and doing things how you need to, not saying just wilding out, but I'm just saying, like, live for you. Find your purpose and
Yeah,
just
them facts.
ride hard with it.
You
Because at
gotta,
the end of the
like-
day, when it's over,
Yeah. I ain't gonna cut. You gotta live
that's
for you.
what it is.
Because when you gone, like, nobody ain't gonna really think too much about, oh, he did this and that. Like, they gonna look at your highlights of your life, and that's what they gonna remember you by.
That's what it
They
is.
not finna be like, oh, he put up with this. He should never did that. Like, and then we be young. Like, people be 20 years old, be like, oh, I can't put up with this because people gonna think this and that
That's
of me.
crazy.
And then you ain't dying till you about 85. It's 60 years that went past, and
Yeah.
you was worried about something from when you were 20 years old.
Just like
So,
that quote I said with Benjamin Franklin, that some people die at 25,
Yeah.
but most aren't buried until
Yeah.
they're 75. Like, that's
like,
real.
you really gotta just live for you. Like, what everybody else think about you do not matter. Cause
Don't.
Facts.
like, when you die, the most they might do is put you on a shirt. Like, that's not helping me.
Little
Like,
highlight clip.
You ain't help me with nothing. So I live for me. I don't care about being judged for real, cause I know on me, and that's
Man, God got the last say so, brother.
facts. And that's why people like me, cause like they know, oh, he gonna be him regardless. Like, he don't really be. I don't go on social media asking people like for validation or looking for validation. I do me, and you gonna either mess with me or you not.
Real
I'm
talk.
not hurt about it. Like that's why my circle's so close, cause they know. Oh, I be out the way. I won't even talk to you for 2 weeks straight, 3 weeks straight. But you need me, I'm there. So if you can't put up with that, then you not for me, and I'm not finna be hurt about that. Like I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna live for me. And if you could put up with me, then I know you for me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's dope.
For sure.
Woo, that was a lot, but I love
That's
it.
good.
I love it. I think those are really dope closing words, especially you know everyone's doing their thing, right, and trying to make it, and so it's easy to ask for validation on social media, but it's really important that you steer away from that because at the end of the day, your purpose is your purpose, your passion is your passion. So that's why it's important.
Nah, them facts.
That's why it's important. Like you just have to do you, and you have to live for you. So yeah, no outside validation needed. So, woo! One by one, tell the people how can they connect with you, how can they tap in with you, all of that.
Man, my name Tayfy, Taweefye. Ooh, you can follow me on everything at Tayfy, Taeefye.
It's just
Already.
right here.
It's just the invisible thing right here.
We're gonna post it.
On social media, Hamza J, HAMZAJAYY. Add an underscore if you want to look me up on TikTok. Streaming platforms, Hamza J, HAMZA space J.
And on 4G Mario on all platforms, social media and music. 4GN space MARI. You can follow me. You can look me up on Google, wherever. I'm somewhere. But go tap in with my music. And long live my brother 1-4. My album on the way. 109.
Period. What's your name? I feel like you're an honorary guest.
Yeah.
That's playing
He really
with.
like one of the artists who I like help. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
me and him, we started making music together. And
What's
Right.
your what's your social?
Yeah, I'm Richie, Richie, Lennon, like John Lennon.
Okay, period.
O-N, you know what I'm saying?
Cool name.
Fresh as a fin. You know what I'm saying? Pop this shit once again.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Man.
shout out to From the Block,
And-
you know what I'm saying?
Already. Shout out
y'all
from the
gotta
block.
get him
Shout
on
out.
here.
Yeah, we do.
And I'll come back with him, cause I'm ready for part 2 already.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
period.
yeah.
I'm
Thank
like,
y'all for getting the party started. What's the name
Yeah,
of that
thanks for
tequila?
having
This
us.
Luna Zord. Hey, Dwayne Johnson, this the Rock, ain't it?
Nah. The Rock got some on him.
This the other nigga.
It's the other nigga.
I don't know who he is, but
Y'all need to
he got
sponsor
us loose.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Luna
got-
We're doing a
Zool.
terrible job. We don't even. We just,
Come on, man.
Look, what you say? We got loose, didn't we?
yeah, we got loose.
Hey, make sure you tag me every time you say that. When nobody else saying that till I put them down. Tag me.
Period.
No cap. But man, I'm coming back for part 2, so y'all folks be ready.
Yeah, nah, man, most definitely. I'm here
I would
too.
love to have y'all back.
I'm
This is
here,
really
most
dope.
definitely.
Because there's some more stuff too, but we kind of out of time. But okay, yeah. Anyway, make sure you follow us at From the Block Podcast. Yeah. Thanks.
Make sure
Bye.
y'all
Yup.
tap in.
Already.
Yeah.